Not that long ago, in a meme stock galaxy far away, the Redditeers like swashbuckling Jedis were looking for opportunity and trying to avoid the Death Star. On their radar, two stocks were seen: Clover Health Investments and SUNDIAL Growers. Now, meme stocks can make for attractive investments because they have the potential to skyrocket in value if there's some positive news surrounding the company or the industry. In some cases, though, they only require a little gravitational pull that Redditeers know all about. We decided to pilot our ship and take a look at these two stocks because, well, one is in healthcare and no one is getting any younger, and the other is, let's just say, gonna make a fun ride. Clover Health Investments Corporation provides healthcare insurance services. It uses its proprietary technology platform to collect, structure, and analyze health and behavioral data to improve medical outcomes and lower costs for patients. The company was founded in 2014 and is headquartered in Franklin, Tennessee. The company preferred provider organization PPO platform utilizes patient-centered analytics and a dedicated care management team to identify potential risks and directly provide preventive care, thereby enabling patients and their healthcare providers to reduce avoidable spending as well as identify and manage chronic diseases. A number of discussions on the popular day trader forum pointed to a filing from the company that mentioned a short squeeze of the stock brought the Redditeers into action. In the filing, Clover cautioned traders from investing in the company's stock because of speculation that it's the target of a short squeeze. The company even said investors that purchase shares of their Class A common stock during a short squeeze may lose a significant portion of their investment. Yet, the stock jumped 20% as retail investors on Reddit investing threads cheered the company to drive losses among short-focused hedge funds betting against Clover. The rally follows another surge earlier this month during which Clover shares soared more than 80% in a single day of trading. On Reddit investment threads, about 12% of posts use the word short or squeeze in relation to Clover, according to data from Hype Equity. Despite warnings of losses from the company, Redditeers were not fazed. Instead, they wanted to buy even more. "I'm in," said one Redditeer with 58,000 comment karma points. Redditeers have been known to target companies with high short interest in the past, and Clover has a short volume ratio of 26%. The meme stock craze has caused many short sellers to run from their bearish bets on small to mid-sized companies, according to data from Barclays. But there are still several companies like Clover with high short seller interest. Clover went public in a $3.7 billion SPAC deal in January, and since then the shares have been volatile. Short seller Hindenburg Research targeted the company in a February report, causing shares to plummet. Meanwhile, retail traders have poured into the stock, sparking several rallies. And in the past month, shares of Clover Health have doubled while the S&P 500 has risen by just 3%. When a stock is so volatile, and this is nothing you can point to other than the blast of a Redditeer lightsaber, you gotta wonder if this is a safe place to be. Analysts from CNBC found the Reddit stocks can usually ride the hype for about 9 days on average before there's a big drop-off in price. Now on to our second stop, SUNDIAL. Well, SUNDIAL Growers, a cannabis company based in Canada, is a Reddit favorite. You would expect with growing excitement about federal marijuana legislation in the US and no particularly bad news floating around about SUNDIAL Growers, it would be a favorite of many investors. However, the fact is, it has never earned a profit. It has also seen declining sales, and its gross revenue was down 20% from the previous quarter. Even with that, the stock rose more than 12% in May. Someone at SUNDIAL, though, must have been smoking the right stuff because in March, they made a move. They decided to depart from their roots by getting into banking for the cannabis industry. SUNDIAL announced a joint venture with Canadian alternative investment management firm SAF Group, which aims to make money by issuing loans and investing in cannabis companies and marketable securities. While details are still scarce, it's clear that there's a significant opportunity here. Offering financing services to businesses in the US marijuana market could be quite attractive, as many of the cannabis cultivators here are unable to access traditional financing due to restrictive federal regulations. Likewise, small and medium-sized cannabis business worldwide would benefit from easier access to funding. SUNDIAL's initial commitment to the venture will be around $188 million for a project it calls Special Opportunities Cannabis Fund, but that might just be the start. SUNDIAL was already operating like a cannabis investment bank. Last quarter, its $96 million in loans and investments yielded $15.7 million in revenue. For reference, its grown cannabis revenue was only $11.7 million. It's important to recognize that the company's pivot is just starting, and if this out-of-left-field pivot goes as management hopes, there's a healthy chance that it could pay off big for shareholders. The key to maintaining and expanding this investment revenue will be SUNDIAL's war chest of $1.08 billion in cash and equivalents. That's a tidy sum, and $752.7 million of it is unrestricted. There are two reasons to believe that this unrestricted cash balance will be used aggressively for lending and the purchase of investments. First, the company has no outstanding debt, so the money is not earmarked for repayment. Second, in the words of CEO Zach George, we do not plan to pursue top-line advancement without profitability nor the maintenance of market share at any and all cost. He really needs to try his company's products. What that means is they're not going to spend money unless there's a guarantee of good results. While the market for cannabis products is crowded, the market for cannabis financing services is much less busy. That's especially true in the US, which is the marijuana mega market of the near future. As few as 1 in 30 banks and credit unions in the US will accept a cannabis business as a customer, because marijuana remains illegal at the federal level. Sundial is ready to step in to address at least some of the gap between the financing cannabis businesses need and what they can actually secure. Remember, last quarter, Sundial made more from its investments than it made from marijuana sales. It hasn't even deployed the majority of its capital yet, and their new joint venture called Sunstream Bancorp is just barely getting off the ground. That bodes well for the company and the stock over the next year or so. No matter how wild a meme stock's valuation gets during its surge, don't forget that high valuations eventually require demonstrations of high earning potential. It might take months or years, but the market won't stay impressed by meme-driven speculation forever. Likewise, if a company does not have enough money to keep the lights on, there's little chance that it will be able to reverse its fortunes just because retail traders buy its stock. In other words, look past lightsabers and see if the fundamentals are solid. Both of these businesses are incurring losses, and neither is a blue-chip investment you can just buy and hold without checking in on regularly. In our view, Sundial looks to have more potential over the long haul to produce better returns. While it certainly had its share of struggles, everyone loves a good comeback story. And if it lands a promising acquisition, Sundial could turn its operations around. On Clover Health, the business has been growing, but the medical insurer is in a long growth sector overall, and that could make all the difference for investors. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Are you investing in meme stocks and staying away? Let us know in the comments below. For more business news and stock market updates, click on our channel and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.